through your nose and out through your nose. Connecting with that natural rise and fall of your breath. And with each exhale, see if you can drop down a little bit more into the present moment. Feeling held up by the earth, the supportive floor at your root chakra. Feeling your needs being met. We're going to chant Om, creating that vibrational sound that we can create within our own bodies, and see if you can just focus on the feeling of the vibration, and maybe it can dislodge some more tension and stress in your body. First one, I'll reach up, inhale, exhale, Next one, some space between the hands, capturing that vibration. And then let's right away stretch back, downward facing dog. So take your hands shoulder width apart, wrist creases in one line, step your legs back and push back. Downward facing dog. We'll move dynamically in and out of plank. So inhale to plank, shoulders over wrist. Exhale, right back, down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank, lower the knees, and then bend the elbows, chest and chin on the floor. You're like a little inchworm here for a moment, and then slide onto your belly, stretch your right leg back, top of the foot down, left leg back, top of the foot down. Peel your shoulder, neck, and head up. Lengthen, and then lower, again like that. So you're peeling it up, pushing down with the hands, lengthening your spine forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, peel it up, maybe a little more. Exhale, dissolve right back down. Move hands to lowest ribs. Push back to a child's pose. You can take the knees nice and wide if you like. And stretch your hips over your heels. Try to rest your forehead down on something. So if it doesn't meet the floor, stack your forearms. Try to find some comfort in this pose. So feel free to play around with it. If you have some blocks, you can play around with the blocks. You can rest your forehead on the blocks. Some people I see like to have the block under their hands. You move and maybe shift your hips side to side, rock your forehead that is resting down side to side too. And one more breath here. Bringing some sound to your breath as you breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Peel it up again to downward facing dog. Find some symmetry and stillness in this pose. Really root down in the fingertips and the knuckle pads. Focus on the inside of the hand. That's the index finger and thumb side. And as you root down with the hand, really connecting to the earth, rebound up through the arms, lengthen the hips away from the shoulders. You can take a soft bend in your knees and see what that feels like. You might be able to straighten and lengthen your spine a bit more. And then we're going to inhale the plank pose, come down onto our knees. Cat-cow, inhale, arch, gaze up. Exhale, round your spine and look towards your belly button. One more like that, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. On this one, we'll add a little extra movement. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round and shift hips towards heels, but fluid movement, come right back up. Inhale, heart moves forward. Exhale, round and shift. Come back up, neutral spine, gaze down, neck is nice and long. Pitter patter the tops of the feet on the mat. Just to kind of stretch the the front of the ankles. And then stretch the right leg back, push the heel to the back of the room, and rock that shape forward and back. Lift the leg up hip height. So the toes are going to be reaching downward instead of fanning out to the side. Don't do that. So you have to be very active in that leg. It's a little bit harder. Reach the opposite hand forward as you keep the ribs pulled in. Inhale here. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch long. A little bit of out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, stretch. Lower the hand down. Move the left foot off to the side and reach the right arm up. So this is like extended side angle here, but you're on your knee. And if you feel wobbly, move that foot back behind you even more. Reach around, see if you can grab the inside or the outside of the foot, and then push the foot into the hand. Have the foot just move back behind the hip instead of up into the sky. Just back behind the hip. Gaze up, a stretch to the shoulder, heart, and hip flexor. Slowly release that. Your half moon shape again, and then the toes go down and the fingertips go down and reach your ribs up. So it's kind of like a rainbow shape with your body. Inhale here, exhale, bring it back. Do the other side. Slide the left leg back, heel towards the back. Stretching the calf, the Achilles, the foot, and then maybe take it forward and back. Mindfully lift the heel up. Keeping the leg parallel, spiraling the inner thighs up, toes reaching down, ribs in, opposite hand reaches. Inhale here, knee towards nose. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, in. Stretch it long. Lower the hand down. Move the right foot off to the side. Lift up, starting my back is to you, that half moon shape here. Bend the knee. So you can grab the foot, push the foot into the hand. Gaze on. Slowly release. Half moon shape again, and then rainbow shape with your body. Big side stretch. Toes and fingertips down, ribs up. And then come back. Stretch both legs back, plank pose. Rock the shape forward and back. Stay forward. Come down on your knees. Collarbones wide. Inhale. Bend the elbows just lower halfway down. And then inhale, do a push-up. So as you lower halfway down, keep them in. You're making right angles with the elbows. Do a push-up. Lower down again, chaturanga arms. Hover. Straighten the legs and arms, upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe. And releasing head and neck. One more breath here in down dog. And then bring your toes towards each other. Lift your right leg up really high. Let the hips open up, but keep the weight in both hands and shoulders squared off a bit. Bend the knee. You can make some rotations with the foot there to warm up the ankle. Go both directions. Inhale the leg to straight. Exhale it down. Lift the left. Hips open up. Bend the knee. Weight in both hands. Shoulders squared off in some circles. Go both directions. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, lower it down. Slowly walk the feet in. They're going to be hip width apart. You can measure, that's about 2 fists. And then drape over your legs. Grab opposite elbows and just rock side to side. So weight's more towards the balls of the feet. Exhale the hands down. Bend the left leg, reach the right arm up. Gaze up. Make a fist with the hand and then circle the fist to warm up the wrist. Go both directions. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower the hand down. Do the other side. Bend the leg, lift the arm, make a fist and some circles. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Lower the hand down, bend the knees, and roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time until shoulders or right over hips, head over sacrum. Circle the shoulders back. Tadasana pose, really feel the floor beneath you. All four corners of the feet lift up the arches. Lift up through the inseam, the pelvic floor, crown of the head. Interlace the hands overhead as you inhale them up. Point the pointer to the ceiling. Press the palms together, squeeze the bicep by the ear. Kali Mudra. She's fierce. Feel the floor. Lift out of the waist. Exhale, bring the waist trim and in, and then on your next inhale, you're going to go up and over to the left side. While your hips shift to the right and you're doing a side stretch to the right, keep weight in both feet, really press the floor away. Try not to twist here, so you don't have to go really far. We're actually lengthening both sides of the spine. And one more breath, in and out. Next inhale, come up, reset. Feel the floor beneath you, weight in both feet. Lift out of the waist. Exhale, trim the waist in, and then up and over to the right side as you shift your hips. Weight in both feet. So lengthening both sides of the body, not crunching on the right side. And then inhale it up. From here, keep your feet just as they are. Fan the arms open to the right and stretch through the fingertips so your shoulders or torso are facing to the right. And in that way, you're getting a twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, go to the left side. Reach, reach, reach through the fingertips. Inhale it up. Exhale, forward fold. Lift up halfway to a flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, release down over the legs. And then you're going to root down with your feet as you swing the arms wide and up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Do that again. I'm going to step to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. And step your right leg back. And gaze forward. So let me actually turn to the side. So as you do this, I don't want your hands forward. If your hand's forward, your knee's going to be forward. That's not so good for the knee. So bring your hands on either side of the ankle. They could be on fingertips, or if you need more of a lift, feel free to use the books or the block. And then from here, gaze forward, collarbones open, gently pulse up and down, stretching that hip flexor. Inhale here, bend the back knee, step it forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift up, flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back. Set it up the same way. And again, the orientation is forward instead of rounded down, yeah? You did it on the other side. Gently pulse up and down. Inhale, bend the back knee. Exhale, come forward. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold in. Root down with your feet, reach the arms wide and then up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And then you can step or hop it all the way to chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog, you decide. And then make way, downward facing dog, breathe here in. And then out. In. And out. Again. Lift heels, bend knees, gaze forward. Exhale, bottom of the exhale, you step or hop forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold in. Rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold over the legs. Flat back, gaze forward. Step or hop and lower. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in and out. In again like that. Lift heels, bend knees, gaze forward. Step or lightly hop on your exhale. Lift and lengthen. And then lower over your legs. Arms wide and then up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Just one more. So, Utthita Hastasana in Tadasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathing here. From here, we're going to move on. I'm going to bring my feet a little bit closer together. Inhale the right leg up, lead with the inseam. Exhale, shoulders over wrist, knee to nose. Inhale, leg back and up. Bring it in, knee to nose with a round spine. Inhale, leg back and up. Knee to nose, lift everything, the heel, the hips, the belly. Inhale the leg back and up. Now step that foot next to the right thumb. If it doesn't make it forward, grab the ankle, move it forward. Root down in both feet. Take the arms back behind you like wings of a bird. Roll the shoulder heads back. Really fire up the triceps. Again, focus on the arms in this class. Then you're going to bend the back knee so much that the shoulders shift over the hips and you have a pretty vertical spine. If you feel wobbly, move that right foot off to the side. Reach your arms up, pinkies in, thumbs out. Do a little dip here. Take it down and then up. I'm going to face you. So from here, Kali Mudra, palms together, pointer facing up. And the back knee's still bent here, up and over to the right side, still got a big stretch to the left hip flexor. Inhale, take it up, back knee still bent. And then fan the arms open, move this right hip back, stretch through the fingertips. From here, go ahead and see if you can press the back heel back a little bit farther, but try to keep the tailbone pointing down and the abs in, so not dumping and arching too much in the lower back. Back arm comes down, forward, inhale it up, exhale, take it down, step back, Vinyasa flow, or just head right to downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale, left leg up, knee to nose, shoulders over wrist. Inhale, leg back and up, shoulders over wrist, round spine, bring it in. Inhale, leg back and up, knee to nose, lift hips, lift heel, lift belly. Inhale it back and up, step the foot next to the thumb. Take a moment here to root down in both feet. Take the arms back behind you, roll the shoulder heads back, fire up the triceps. So in this moment, I'm lunging forward with my torso. And then from here, I'm bending that back knee a lot, shifting shoulders over the hips. Looking for a straight spine, so tailbone down, belly in, reaching up. Pinkies in, thumbs up, active in the arms. One dip down, down, and then up. Kali Mudra, press palms together. Back knee still bent, and I'm going to reach up and over. And then come up, going for that twist, keeping this left hip back a bit. Reaching the arms wide. From here, working that back leg just straight while I still have a long vertical spine. So abs pulling in. Back arm down, forward, inhale, reach. Exhale, hands down, step back and lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, breathe. Lift the right leg, step the foot in next to the thumb, bring the back heel down. This time, warrior one. Feet are hip width apart, one's in front, one's in back. Just feel the shape of a warrior here. Inhale here, exhale, lower the hands down. From here, you're going to straighten the front leg and pop the back foot in a bit. You don't want to be on a tightrope, so feet still hip width apart. Inhale, gaze forward. You can be up on blocks. Exhale, release down. So I like to have my whole hand on something in this pose. It feels more supportive. If they don't reach the floor, that's why it's nice to have something else there. And then release the head and neck, shake it yes, and shake it no. Look down, bend the front leg, lift the back leg. Pull that right thigh back up near the hip socket. Standing split. Inhale, gaze forward. Gracefully step the foot back. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, plant hands, step back and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg. Step the foot in. Back heel goes down. Rise up, warrior one. One more inhale. Exhale, lower the hands down, straighten the front leg, move the back foot in, making a pyramid shape with your leg. Inhale. Exhale, fold down, releasing the head and the neck. Look down, bend the front leg, lift the back leg, pulling that thigh back up near the hip socket. And just release down here. Walking hands forward, slowly step it back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Breathing in and breathing out. Lift heels, bend knees, gaze forward. Exhale. Step or hop foot forward. Inhale to that flat back. Exhale, fold in. Rise up. And bring the hands right into the heart. Step your feet wide to the edge of your mat. I'm going to face you. Root down with the feet. Lift up the arches. Lift up the inseam. Lift up the pelvic floor. Reach the arms wide. Lift up through the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale, lower halfway down. And then inhale, just press back up. So really feeling in the hamstrings here. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, lift. Just warming them up. Exhale, halfway down. Hover. And then bend the right leg and straighten and left and straighten. Bend the right. Bring the left fingertips down. Reach the right arm up for a twist. And then see how it feels here. You might want to stay here or maybe straighten the front leg. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the left hand down. Lower the right hand down. Bend the left leg. Reach the left arm up for your twist here. Maybe staying here or maybe you straighten the leg. Inhale here. Exhale. Lower the hands down and just walk the hands back and let the head hang. Weight more in the balls of the feet. Try to go for chaturanga arms. So hands shoulder width apart, fingertips facing the same way as the toes and elbows right over wrists. Shoulders lifting up away from the floor. Inhale, flat back. Hands on hips, elbows facing the ceiling. Press all the way up. Turn the right toes to the right side. Inside of the foot, parallel with the long side of your mat. Heels in one line. We're going to go to triangle. So I have a block here. A couple things you can do with the block. You can use it down for your hand. I'm going to wedge it under my calf and try to straighten my leg. Pushing the leg into the block, and what that does is it stops me from hyperextending. Inhale here. I can work a little bit less with my legs too, and as I said, I want to focus on the arms today. So, reaching forward, letting the tailbone point back, and then the hand goes lightly wherever it falls. So it can be up on the shin, it could be up on the thigh, but reaching the crown of the head away from the tailbone, instead of trying to get your hand to the floor and rounding your spine, right? So length, space, take it up. Gaze up at the hand for a moment, and then let the hand fall back, a little more opening, big circle here. Reach the arm alongside the ear, inhale. Exhale, lift the lower, use your core, hover, root down in the ball of the foot, rise up. Warrior two, so that block's gonna fall away. And then from your warrior two, I want you to head right into half moon pose. So we did something very similar to half moon at the beginning of class on the knee. When you head into it, make sure you don't change the orientation of this foot, like turning it inward. So it's still a deep external rotation at the top of the thigh. That's where you're gonna get the best stretch. So just from here, take a block with you. Move the block torso distance from your foot. And so if it's close to the foot, you're gonna be very wobbly. Take it under the shoulder. Try to stack your shoulders, stack your hips. And this hand could be on your hip or it could reach up. Again, it's an external rotation. You push that femur, that thigh back. So, you might be wobbly, you might fall, no big deal. You're in the comfort of your own home. Bend the back knee, maybe grab the outer edge of the foot like we did at the beginning of the class, and push the foot into the hand for a deeper stretch. Release that, and take it all the way back. I'll leave my block there and reverse my warrior for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, come back. Straighten the leg, turn the toes, go right away to the other side. Set it up so heels are in one line. I know a lot of people teach heel to arch. Play around with it. Maybe try heel to heel today. Inside of the foot, parallel, long side of the mat. Push the ball of the foot down. If you did this with me on the other side, do it again. So a little bend in the knee, wedging, pushing the leg into the block with the block supporting it, protecting me from overstretching, but also just giving my leg a little bit of a break. Inhale, reaching forward, hand down, arm reaches up, and the crown of the head reaches away from the tailbone. So taking up a lot of space here. Space. Gaze up, let the hand fall back, little opening there, and then big circle with the arm. Reach the hand away from the hip. Inhale, side stretch. Exhale, lift the lower, hover, use the core. Push into the ball of the foot. Inhale it up. Bend into warrior two. Block will fall away. And then let's head to our half moon. So don't change the orientation of that foot. That is a tendency to do that. I see it in class a lot. I used to do it myself until somebody pointed it out to me. Push that back thigh back. Trying to stack shoulders and hips. And then the extended leg is active, foot is flexed out to the side so it's not down to the floor. Yeah. And then if you did it on the other side, try it again. It's challenging. You might fall. I might fall. Slowly release. Slowly step it back. Reverse your warrior. Come back up. Straighten the leg. I'm going to hop the feet together to give me a bit of a break. And then just for the feet's sake, let's press into so feet are hip width parallel. Heels behind, second, third toe. I'm going to press into the balls of the feet 8 times. And then maybe hover here, reach the arms up. Use the core, inner thighs engaged, lifting pelvic floor. I'm going to bend the knees with shoulders over hips, hips over heels, hands right above, but the knees are bent. I'm keeping the heels as high as I can though, that's more of a focus. Then I'm going to lower the heels, chair pose. Exhale, take the arms back. Really fire up those arms again, triceps engaged, rolling the shoulder heads back. Heart opens up, rock the weight forward onto the balls of feet, lift the heels again. Hummingbird, and lower heels, inhale, reach, exhale, fold. Hands on hips, elbows towards the ceiling, rise up. Let's take those legs wide again. Bring a block over here. So, warrior 2, heels in one line, the knee is bent. Let's move dynamically in and out of warrior 2. Actually, first take the hands wide, flip the palms up, get the pinkies higher than the thumbs. And then inhale, straighten, push into the ball of foot as you straighten. Exhale, bend. Weight in the heel, again like that. Inhale, straighten, exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, up, exhale, bend. Reach forward, tailbone points back. I'm going to place the elbow on the knee. Inhale the upper arm up to the ceiling, and then exhale, bring the bicep by the ear. So extended side angle A. Move the right thigh back and down. And then you can keep the elbow on the knee or take the hand to the outside of the ankle, maybe on your block. Give yourself the space you need to have a nice side stretch, left side of the body. So it's like a launching pad, a straight line. Inhale here. Exhale the hand all the way down. Lift the back heel. And then take the right arm up. Try not to, so my back's to you, sorry. Try not to hug the right hip off to the side. Hug the hips in together. Make big circles with the upper arm 3 times while you follow the hand with your gaze. So 1 and 2 and 3. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring the hand on the inside. Move the right foot off to the side. Lower the knee and then bend it. So the toes facing up towards the ceiling instead of being out to the side. In that way, we're really getting the quad stretch. We're going to lift the right arm up, reach it around. If we can, we grab the foot. If we can't, just place a hand on the sacrum. And it's gentle because it's deep. Release. Take the arm up. You're going to curl the back toes. Place the hand down. Make sure it's shoulder width apart. And step right back. From here, you're going to stay in plank for a moment. Right knee, left tricep, and back. Left knee, right tricep, and back. So opposite side, alternating 5 to 8 times. Find your plank, and then we're going to go to side plank. So rock weight to the outer edge of the right foot, right hand, reach left arm up. You need a little modification here. Take the upper leg, bring the foot down like a kickstand. Wherever you are, shift the hips up 5 times. So it's 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reach arm forward. Exhale, lower the hand down. Go right away, other side. Sorry about my back. Stacking feet if possible, or using that kickstand. Pushing the mat away, lifting the hips up, and then pulse it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down dog. Vinyasa flow, or just down dog. Lift the right leg up. Step the foot between the hands. Bring the back heel down, spiral it up. Warrior 2,
Straighten the front leg, turn the toes, keep going over to the other side. Bend into it. Heels in one line, find your warrior two. Flip the palms up, pinkies higher than the thumbs, active in the arms, push into the ball of foot, straighten, exhale, bend. Push into the ball of foot, reach, exhale, weight in the heel. Push into the ball of foot, lift, exhale, bend. Reach forward, elbow on the knee. Inhale, upper arm up towards the ceiling, and then exhale. Extended side angle A. Move that left hip down and back. So, outer edge of the right foot rooting down as I stretch through the fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hand all the way down. Lift the back heel. Space between the legs if you need to adjust where that left foot is. And then left arm goes up. Hug the hip in. Big circles here. 1. Follow the hand with your gaze. 2. And then 3. Inhale here. Exhale the hand to the inside. Move that left foot off to the side. Bring the back knee down. Bend the knee. Have the toe point up towards the ceiling. Gaze forward. So this might be enough. Otherwise you reach the left arm up and around. Maybe hand foot on sacrum, or you grab the foot and gently pull it inward for a deep stretch in your quad. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring the hand down. Step left foot back, plank. So this time we'll go right knee, right tricep. So same side instead of alternating. And again, maybe 5 times, 8 times each leg. Ooh, my arms are tired. I'm going to push back to down dog for a moment. But then I want to come forward again. And let's do plank both sides again. So reach up. This variation, let's see. I'm going to take my upper leg and place a foot forward. So your feet are in one line on the floor. Push up with the hip. Inhale here. Exhale, dip the hand down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, dip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dip. Inhale, lift. One more. Take it down. And then take it up. Plant the hand. Adjust the feet. Go to the other side. So this time you've got one leg in front. It's the upper leg in front. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, up. Tuck. Inhale it up. Exhale, tuck it in. 1, 2 more. Bring it up. And then down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale it up. Exhale, down. Downward facing dog. Lift heels, bend knees, gaze forward. Now listen. Try to hop your feet to the outside of the hands for a squat pose. Squatting like a frog. Yeah. So, push the mat away. Lift up. Lift your pelvic floor. Lift up through the crown of the head. So you're not like a roly-poly bug here. Pushing the elbows into the knees. Resist. Push the knees into the elbow. From here, lower the hands down, shoulder width apart. Wrist creases in one line. So that means the fingertips are not facing each other. The middle finger is straight ahead. Lift the hips, walk the feet in. So I'm in instruct crow pose. You can stay in a forward fold if you're not up for it right now. As you bend the elbows, you want to keep the elbows right over the wrists, so that means your shoulders and head rock forward. It feels like you're going to fall. You might fall. You're in your own house. Who cares? Maybe get some pillows. Place me in pause, get some pillows. So you can try it today. Trying to balance the knees up to the upper arms near the armpits. Lift one foot, lower it down, lift the other, try both. And as you do, if you've got it, really squeeze those knees towards each other. Try to gaze forward as much as you can. And then from here, big challenge is to shoot the legs back. Don't feel like doing it today. So I'm going to just drop into a forward fold. That was a lot with our arms. Wrists might be sore. I like to, this pose is called gorilla pose or Padahastasana. I like to slide my hands all the way under toes to wrist creases, bend the knees as much as you need to try to get that. And then I like to shift the weight side to side, forward and back, even wiggling the toes, so getting a massage for the hands. Lifting the shoulders away. And then downward facing dog. Lift that right leg up, fan open the hip, bend the knee. And then straighten the leg, slide the knee towards the wrist. And slide the left leg back. So pigeon pose. In this pigeon pose today, we'll stay upright. Now, if this does not feel good to you, you can just take this whole shape on the back. That's fine. You can also take a block or a pillow under this left hip to give you a lift. You're trying to stretch that right leg straight back so the top of the knee is down. It's not fanned out to the side. We are trying to get a stretch in the hip flexor here. So inhale here. Sink into it a little bit more. Press the right foot, press the top of the foot down. And then we're gonna swing that leg all the way around. I'm trying to keep the left knee facing forward, and you're gonna try to stack the knees on top of each other. This is called Gomukhasana. You can sit up on a blanket or a pillow or your block. So from here, grab the outer edge of your right leg. Grab the outer edge of the right foot with your left hand. You're going to try to straighten that leg, but you don't want to cross your body. You don't want it in front of the left shoulder. You want it in front of the right shoulder. And then you're going to reach your right arm back and reach up through the crown of the head for a twist. So going for a long straight spine, shoulders over hips. One more inhale here. And then bring the arm up and see if you can grab the inside and lift that leg higher for a stretch. Lower the leg down. I'm going to get rid of the block. Inhale the arms up. Take the right hand, pat yourself in the center of the back. Left hand on the elbow, sliding the right hand back, pushing the head into the forearm. I'm feeling a deep stretch in my upper arm. I'm going to take this hand out to the side, flip it so the palm is facing back behind me, thumb down. And then reach it behind my back. Now I may clasp hands, I may not, doesn't matter. You can just leave the hand there. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hinge forward. Compression right there at the ascending colon. Good for the digestion and a detoxifying effect. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, shake the arms out. Swing this leg all the way back and around. Hands shoulder width apart. Curl the back toes and step back, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up, fan open the hip and bend the knee. And then straighten it and set it down. Now lift the right leg up, fan open the hip and bend the knee. Straighten the leg, square it off. Slide the right knee next to the wrist. Slide the left leg back. Push the top of the foot down. Stay upright in the pigeon today. So just getting a little back bend. We're not going to do full Shalabhasana series today. Pushing the top of the foot down. Active back leg. You took a pillow or a block, you'll do that here. If you flipped over on your back, do the same. And then swing that leg all the way around. Stacking the knees as best you can. Sitting up on a blanket, pillow block if you did on the other side. Right hand grabs the left foot, outer edge of the foot. Working the leg towards straight, and remember, move it out to the left, so it's in front of left shoulder. Reach the left hand back. Reach up through the crown of the head. Breathe. And come back. Both arms reach up. Left hand, pat yourself on the back. Yay. Right hand, slide that elbow down the back. Push the head into the forearm. Right hand reaches up, thumb down. Take it behind the back. Sit up straight and tall. Exhale, hinge forward. Compression in the descending colon, bowing down. And inhale it all the way up. Unwind the arms. Shake them out. Take this leg back, all the way back. And step back, downward facing dog. Lift that right leg up, fan open the hip, bend the knee. Straighten it and lower. Bend your knees, hop forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold in, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Weight in left leg, hug the right knee in. So balancing pose here. I have 2 mats and they're very squishy, so that makes me more wobbly. If you're feeling wobbly, step off onto the solid ground. Take the left hand, grab the outer edge of the foot. Try to keep shoulders over wrists as you straighten the right leg. Again, keep the right foot in front of the hip. Now the leg doesn't have to be all the way straight. I don't want you to straighten the leg and then move the shoulders forward. I want shoulders over the hips. Reach the left arm back, reach up through the crown of the head. And then this back arm goes up and around. Grab the foot, a little lift, deeper stretch. Let's bend the leg, figure 4, chair pose. Start the feet in. Inhale, reach and stretch up. Exhale, hand to the heart. Weight in right leg. Hug the left knee in. Hug it in towards the left shoulder. Find your stability. Right hand grabs the outer edge of the left foot. Now I'm rounding down. Then I'm going to roll the shoulders back, reach up through the crown of the head. Work the foot forward again. You don't want it to cross over to this side, so it's right in front of the left hip. Reaching the left arm back. Reaching the crown of the head up. And then this arm up and around. Grab the foot, little lift as you bend it. Figure 4 shape with the legs as you take a moment in chair. Inhale, reach and rise all the way up. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, flat back. Plant the hands, step back to plank pose. Face the side. Okay, so here you are in plank pose. Come down to your forearms. Let's lower left and then right. Lift up again, left and then right. This time we'll lower down right, left, stay and breathe. Three more breaths. While we find stillness. And then make 5 circles to the right. And then 5 circles to the left. And then walk the feet in. So dolphin pose, the head can hang. Two more breaths in dolphin pose. And then we're going to just lift the right leg up and kick up like you're going up to your forearm stand, your elbow stand. But if you don't have a wall behind you and you don't feel like sliding next to a wall, just pulse up and down. Again, 5 to 8 times on each side. Walk back out, forearm plank. Lower the knees. Sphinx pose. Take the feet nice and wide. Push the tops of the feet down, even the pinky toe. Reach up through the crown of the head and belly in. So you can take your left hand, bring the left hand near the right shoulder here. Bend the right leg. Reach around, grab the foot. And try to pull the foot in. So you can have the fingertips facing the knee, or you could spin them around so they're grabbing your toes. Don't have them out to the side. That's not going to be as good for the shoulder, actually. So you want the elbow facing straight up, whichever way you choose. And that happens. It's better for your shoulder if your hand is either in this orientation or facing the knee. So pushing down, the foot's a bit off to the side, going for a deep quad stretch. And slowly release it. And do the other side, bend the leg, reach around, grab, and pulling in. Again, the foot off to the side, and spiral the hand the same way. Just try to make sure the elbow is pointing straight up to the ceiling, not off to the side. And then see if you can grab outer edge of both feet for Vinyasa. Exhale all the air out. Push the feet into the hands, arch and lift. And release down. Reach your arms out in front. Be really, bring your legs together, bring your palms together. You're going to roll to the left side, just flip over on your mat. And then come back forward. Roll to the right, flip over on your back. And then come back forward. And now just go ahead and flip over on your backs and set up for bridge pose. Stamp the feet next to the hips. Dynamic bridge here. So you're going to point the tailbone towards the knees and lift one vertebrae at a time. On your inhale, and take the arms up and over your head. On an exhale, slowly lower down. And so in this way, we're getting a little massage to our back body. Exhale, slowly lower. Can't go get a massage right now, so give one to ourselves. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. So you have your choice here. You can go to your bridge pose, or you can try Urdhva Dhanurasana full wheel. That's taking the wrists next to the ears, fingertips facing the shoulders. If you're going to do that, I'm going to instruct a variation that I like to do where it's a little more accessible. Taking the blocks shoulder width apart on your mat, rolling the mat up. So when you push your feet down on that, the blocks stay in place. Step your feet onto the blocks. Get your hips close by. Hands under shoulders, fingertips facing the shoulders, elbows facing the ceiling. So either bridge or wheel here. Point the tail up, lift up. Push the feet in, and energetically move the heels towards the shoulders, and then press up to straight. One more breath. And lower, all the way down. I'm going to get rid of the setup here. Drop your knees to touch, bring your feet to the edge of the mat. Knees to touch, feet to the edge of the mat. Reach your arms to the ceiling, cross the arms, let hand fall to the opposite shoulder. In a totally relaxed way, both with the arms and the legs. So spaciousness around the sacrum. And as you breathe, there's this opening in the space behind the heart. Lift the arms up, cross the other way, hands relaxed, breathe. So from here, listen, you can take the right foot, step it off the right side, and drop the knees to the left. It's not a twist. Take the arms out to a T. It's a zigzaggy shape with the legs. The right knee is in front of the right hip. You're making a right angle at the knee, and then the right foot, it goes off to the side from the knee. So you can stay here for a deeper stretch of this internal rotation. You take the left ankle and cross it on top. Not necessary though, if you already feel it. Unhook, lift knee, step the right foot on, step the left foot off, drop the knees to the other side. So left knee's right in front of left hip, making a right angle there at that knee. Foot is off to the side. You did it on the other side, you'll do that again, crossing the ankle on top, breathe. Release, lift up. Okay, you guys stay as you are. I'm going to spin around. Take the knees towards the ceiling. The shins are going to be parallel with the floor, so tabletop the shins. Arms out to a T. Drop the knees halfway down to the left. Hover, and then inhale, lift up. Go off to the right. Stomach churning pose, little ab work here. Lift up. All the way to the other side. So you can, maybe when you get there and you hover, see what it feels like to straighten the legs. Bend them, lift up and over to the other side, hover. See what it feels like, straighten the legs. Bend, come back to center. Might want to try it with straight legs, both sides. Okay. Flex the feet, leave them in the air. And then climb a rope and lift your torso and your shoulders and your head. As though you're pulling yourself up, lifting yourself up. Like we have to do all the time in real life. Lift, 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 lift. Interlace hands behind the head, elbows wide, bend the knees. Bring both elbows to the right knee. Stretch the left leg back, hover, hold. Elbows wide, tabletop the legs again. Both elbows, left knee. Take the right leg back, stretch and hover it. And then opposite elbow to knee, just go side to side. Again, 5 to 8 times on each side. Take the legs straight up. Hands along the side, slowly lower. Let the legs hover. Exhale, lift up. Heels in, toes out. Exhale, lower, hover. Exhale, lift up. Toes in, heels out. Lower, hover. Exhale, lift up. And then shake everything out. Arms and legs. Lower the legs down. Place a block underneath them. And then just stretch the legs. So the block is underneath the sacrum and you're stretching the legs out and reaching the arms overhead. So just a stretch for the abs here. Bring the arms along the sides, bend the knees. Now take them up to the ceiling, Viparita Karani. Just let the energy flow down like the toes are top of a waterfall. Feel the flow all the way into the belly. It's your lake. Nourishing all the organs. Little stream, other side of the lake, goes through the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the brain. Third eye center and out. Start to circle ankles, wiggle toes. Maybe take the legs wide. Lower down. Remove the block. Again, arms and legs up to the ceiling. And then sit up. And take a forward fold all the way down. Inhale, come up. Take the blocks right next to your hips. Bring your hands onto the blocks, fingertips forward. So blocks are lowest height. Push down with the hands, lift up. Lift the right leg up. Lower it down, lift the left. Lower it down, see if you can lift both. It's hard. Lower it down, shake out the leg. Crisscross your legs, notice which leg's in front. And do that again. So push down, this time lift the front leg up, and then the other. Rock back and forth. Take that to the side, shake them out, and cross the other way. So other legs in front. One more time. Lift up, front leg up, both legs up, side to side, forward and back. Lower the legs, take them out to the side. So wide-legged forward fold here. Bend the knees and try to get up onto the sit bones. You can take the fingertips, hands behind the back, fingertips facing back, and sit up straight and tall. Again, trying to roll onto the sit bones. So if you're on the flesh of the bum back here, this is where your work is, reaching the crown of the head up, rolling onto the sit bones, using the arms to help you do that. That's going to give you more of a stretch than if you try to round forward here. So don't combine the two variations of the pose. If you're here, you're reaching the crown of the head up, you're trying to point the tailbone back, you're using the arms and that energy of lifting up to help you make that happen. And if you get there, you straighten the legs. So for some of you, and again, we're all just genetically different, and it also has to do with how we spend time. You know, if you're a runner or a hiker, you're going to be tighter in the glutes and the hamstrings, perhaps. And so, walk the hands forward, try to tilt from the pelvis, moving the hip bones forward, tailbone pointing back. And if you've got that pelvis tilted, then it's okay to go forward and round down. But again, it's not necessary if you're back here, on the flesh of the bum, on the other side of the sit bone. So you decide where your work is. Check it out, play around with it. Come up. Grab the inside of the thigh, soles of the feet together. Similar concept, grabbing the ankles and trying to sit up straight and tall, reaching the crown of the head up, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the crown of the head away from the sacrum, and leaning back a bit gives me a stretch in the shoulders. I'd like to stay here for a moment and even do some stretches for my neck, so dropping the left ear to the left shoulder, very gently breathing in, stretching the right side of the neck, and then nodding forward and back. Making it feel good in your body. And then bringing chin to chest, go all the way over to the other side. Chin to chest. Sit up straight. Maybe come forward. Maybe not. Inhale, lift up. Hands on outside of the thigh. Bring the knees together. Feet hip width apart. Take the arms back. Tabletop pose. Try to get the knees, the hips as high as the knees and the shoulders. Long spine. First, just gaze up, long neck too, and then If it feels okay to you, you can experiment with dropping the head back a bit. Lifting the head up first, lowering down, hover for a moment because we're focusing on arms today. Let's just go down and up, working our triceps. Just 5 times. Boat pose. Modified boat. Take the knees to the left, arms to the right. Come back up, go all the way to the other side. Come back up, knees to the left, arms to the right. Flatten out the shape. Come back. All the way to the other side. Flatten out the shape. Come back. Find center. You can stay here or maybe straighten the legs. Reach. Slow with control. Lower, hover, squeeze the legs together, make fists with the hands. Engage all the muscles in the arms, the abs, scrunch up the face. Inhale. Exhale. Rock the toes towards each other. And then let the thighs just flop open. Inhale through the nose, big audible sigh. Inhale through the nose, flutter out the lips. And now relax. Relax the jaw and the mouth. The muscles around the mouth and on the cheeks. Let your eyes be heavy in your eye sockets. Release any muscle tension in the forehead and brow. Feel your brain spilling back. Weight of the head, very heavy. All parts of the body that are on the floor, very, very heavy. See if for a moment you can stay and do nothing. And even if your mind isn't still, see if you can be quiet with your body. No fidgeting for a moment. Just noticing and observing how you feel. Slowly start to wiggle fingers and toes. Deepen your breath. Stretch your arms overhead. Take your right side of the body, stretch it longer than the left. Stretch the left side longer than the right. And then roll over onto your side. Pause. Curl up in a ball. Having a sense of gratitude for making this time for your practice. Maybe set an intention of how you can share good feelings with your loved ones for the rest of the day. And slowly make way all the way up. Comfortable seated pose, and we'll end class again with Om. happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be at ease. The light within me honors and sees the light within you. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll do this as often as I can. Follow me on social media. Again, my name is Kristen Addicks. I think my Instagram is Chris, K-R-I-S, 10, Addicks, A-D-D-I-C-K-S, yoga. And it's Kristen.Addicks on Facebook. So I'll keep you posted that way of when I'll be able to meet you back on the mat for another practice. Be well. Take care.